fact, every single morning, my mother would make me a big old bowl of sauerkraut for breakfast. Yeah, big bowl of sauerkraut! Every single morning, it was driving me crazy. Instead of my mom said, "Hey, Mom, what's up with all the sauerkraut?" My dear sweet mother, she just looked at me like Hal looks at an oncoming train. And she leaned right down next to me. And she said, "It's good for you!" And then she tied me to the wall, a stack of following out, and forced her into the sauerkraut until I was 26 and a half years old. That's when I swore that someday I would add that basement, travel to a magical, faraway place where the sun is always shining, the air smells like warm root beer, and the towels are also fluffy, where the Shriners and the lepers play the ukuleles all day long, and anyone on the street will gladly shave your back for a nickel. Waka waka doo-doo, yeah. Well, let me tell you people, it wasn't long at all before my dream came true. Because the very next day, a local radio station had this contest to see who could correctly guess the number of molecules in Leonard Nimoy's butt. I was off by 3, but I still won the grand prize. That's right, a first-class one-way ticket to Albuquerque. I'd never been on a real airplane before, and I gotta tell you, it was really great. Except that I had to sit between 2 large Albanian women with excruciatingly severe body odor, and the little kid in back of me kept throwing up the whole time, and the flight attendants ran out of Dr. Pepper and salted peanuts, and the in-flight movie was Bayadoma Pauly Shore. Oh yeah, 3 of the airplane engines burned out, and it went into a tailspin, and crashed through a hillside, and the plane exploded in a giant fireball, and everybody died! Except for me. You know why? I got a hand on my train table up. And I'm sleeping in the foot of right position. I'm a train table up. And I'm sleeping in the foot of right position. I'm a train table up. And I'm sleeping in the foot of right position. So I crawled from the twisted burning wreckage. I crawled on my hands and knees for 3 full days, dragging along my big leather suitcase and my garment bag, and my tenor saxophone, and my 12-pound bowling ball, and my lucky autographed glow-in-the-dark snorkel. But finally I arrived at the world-famous Albuquerque Holiday Inn, where the clothes are so fluffy, and you can eat your soup right out of the ashtrays if you want to. It's okay, they're clean. Well, I checked into my room, and I turned down the AC, and I turned on the Spectrovision, and I'm just about to eat the little chocolate mint on my pillow that I love so very, very much, when suddenly there's a knock on the door. Well, who could that be? I said, "Who is it?" No answer. "Who is it?" There's no answer. "Who is it?" They're not saying anything. So finally I go over, and I open the door, just as I suspected. It's some big fat hermaphrodite with a flock of seagulls haircut and only 1 nostril. I should probably stop here and apologize for using the word hermaphrodite. I understand these days it's considered a slur, and that's obviously not my intention. And, you know, language is fluid, and in the late 90s when I wrote this song, I was under the impression, at least, that the term was more medical or clinical, or basically all I'm trying to say here is this particular character just happens to have both male and female reproductive organs, as well as a flock of seagulls haircut, and 1 nostril. So anyway, he bursts into my room and he grabs my lucky snorkel, and I'm like, "Hey, you can't have that. That snorkel's been just like a snorkel to me." And he's like, "Tough." And I'm like, "Give it." And he's like, "Make me." And I'm like, "Okay." So I grabbed his leg, and he grabbed my esophagus, and I bit off his ear, and he chewed up the eyebrows, and I took out his appendix, and he gave me a colonic irrigation. Yes, indeed, you better believe it. And somehow in the middle of it all, the phone got knocked off the hook. And 20 seconds later, I heard a familiar voice. And you know what it said? I'll tell you what it said. It said, "If you'd like to make it call, please hang up and try again. If you need help, hang up and then dial your operator. If you'd like to make it call, please hang up and try again. If you need help, hang up and then dial your operator." then and there that I would not rest. I would not sleep for an instant until the one-nostriled man was brought to justice. But first I decided to buy some donuts. So I got in my car and I drove over to the donut shop and I walked to the counter and he said, "Yeah, what do you want?" I said, "You got any glazed donuts?" He said, "No, I have glazed donuts." I said, "You got any jelly donuts?" He said, "No, I have jelly donuts." I said, "You have Bavarian cream-filled donuts?" He said, "No, I have Bavarian cream-filled donuts." I said, "You got any cinnamon rolls?" He said, "No, I have cinnamon rolls." I said, "You got any apple fritters?" He said, "No, I have apple fritters." I said, "You got any old-fashioned?" He said, "No, I have old-fashioned." I said, "You got any maple bars?" He said, "No, I have maple bars." I said, "You got any French crawlers?" He said, "No, I have French crawlers." I said, "You got any blueberry donuts?" He said, "No, I have blueberry donuts." I said, "You got any strawberry donuts?" He said, "No, I have strawberry donuts." I said, "You got any raspberry donuts?" He said, "No, I have raspberry donuts." I said, "You got any boysenberry donuts?" He said, "No, I have boysenberry donuts." I said, "You got any blackberry donuts?" He said, "No, I have blackberry donuts." I said, "You got any cranberry donuts?" He said, "No, I have cranberry donuts." I said, "You got any huckleberry donuts?" He said, "No, I have huckleberry donuts." I said, "You got any elderberry donuts?" He said, "No, I have elderberry donuts." I said, "You got any mulberry donuts?" He said, "No, I have mulberry donuts." I said, "You got any gooseberry donuts?" He said, "No, I have gooseberry donuts." I said, "You got any lingonberry donuts?" He said, "No, I have lingonberry donuts." I said, "You got any loganberry donuts?" He said, "No, I have loganberry donuts." I said, "You got any goji berry donuts?" He said, "No, I have goji berry donuts." I said, "You got any marionberry donuts?" He said, "No, I have marionberry donuts." I said, "You got any halle donuts?" He said, "No, I have halle donuts." I said, "You got any chuckberry donuts?" He said, "No, I have chuckberry donuts." I said, "You got any bear claws?" He said, "Wait a minute, I'll go check." Bear claws. So in that case, what do you have? He says, "All I got right now is this box of 12 starving, crazed weasels." I said, "Okay, I'll take that." So he hands me the box, and I open up the lid, and the weasels jump out, and they immediately latch into my face and start biting me all over. Oh man, they were just going nuts. They were tearing me apart. Yeah, I think it was just about that time the little ditty started going through my head. I believe it went something like this. I ran into the street with these flesh-eating weasels all over my face, waving my arms all around and just running like a constipated wiener dog. And as luck would have it, that's exactly when I ran into the girl of my dreams. Her name was Zelda. She was a calligraphy enthusiast with a slight overbite, hair the color of strained peaches. I'll never forget the very first thing she ever said to me. She said, "Hey, you got weasels on your face. That's when I knew it was true love." We were inseparable after that. We ate together, we bathed together, we even shared the same piece of mint-flavored dental floss. The world was our burrito. So we got married and we bought us a house and had 2 beautiful children, Nathaniel and Superfly. Oh, we were so very, very, very happy. Oh, yeah. But then one fateful night, Zelda said to me, she said, "Sweetie Pumpkin? Honey Muffin? Stinky Pickle? Do you want to join the Columbia Record Club?" I said, "Wow! Hold on now, baby. I'm just not ready for that kind of a commitment." So we broke up and I never saw her again. But that's just the way things go. In Albuquerque. later, I finally achieved my lifelong dream. I got me a part-time job at the Sizzler. I even made Employee of the Month after I put out that grease fire with my face. Everybody was pretty jealous of me after that. I was getting a lot of attitude. Okay, like one time, I was out in the parking lot trying to remove my excess earwax with a golf pencil. When I see this guy Marty trying to carry a big old sofa up the stairs all by himself. I see him and say, hey, you want me to help you with that? And Marty, he just rolls his eyes and goes, no, I want you to cut off my arms and legs with a chainsaw. So I did. And then he gets all indignant on me. He's like, hey man, I was just being sarcastic. Well, that's just great. How was I supposed to know that? I'm not a mind reader for crying out loud. Besides, now he's got a really cute nickname, Torso Boy. So what's he complaining about? Say, that reminds me of another amusing anecdote. This guy comes up to me on the street, and he tells me he hasn't had a bite in 3 days. I know what he meant, but just to be funny, I took a big bite out of his jugular vein, and he's yelling and screaming and bleeding all over. And I'm like, hey, come on, don't you get it? But he just keeps rolling around the sidewalk, bleeding, screaming, you know, completely missing the irony of the whole situation. Some people just can't take a joke, you know, it's anyway, I know. Where was I? Kind of lost my train of thought. But oh man. I'm sorry, we have to start over. Just a little bitty boy lived in a box under the stairs in the corner of the basement of the house half a block on the street from Jerry's Bait Shop. You know the place. Only back then, life was going slow and everything was just peachy. Except, of course, that I go back to every single morning. My mother would make me a big old bowl of sauerkraut for breakfast. Yeah, big bowl of sauerkraut! Every single morning. It was driving me crazy. I said to my mom and said, hey, Mom, what's up with all the sauerkraut? And my dear sweet mother, she just looked at me like a gal looks at an oncoming train. And she leaned right down next to me. And she said, it's good for you! And then she tapped me on the wall and stuck a funnel in my mouth and forced me into a sauerkraut while 26 and a half years old. That's when I swore that someday I would get out of that basement and travel to a magical faraway place where the sun's always shining, and the air smells like warm root beer, and the towels are oh so fluffy, where the shriners and the livers cover you babies all day long, and anyone on the street will gladly shave your back for a nickel. Waka waka doo doo, yeah. Well, let me tell you people, it wasn't one off. I just remember the end of the song. Yeah, alright. Okay, anyway, I know it's kind of a roundabout way of saying it, but I guess the whole point I'm really trying to make here tonight is I hate sauerkraut! That's all I'm really trying to say. And by the way, if one day you happen to wake up and find yourself in an existential quandary full of loathing and self-doubt and racked with the pain and isolation of your pitiful, meaningless existence, at least you can take a small bit of comfort in knowing that somewhere out there in this crazy old mixed-up universe of ours, there's still